a lot of wars start because of sort of these ideas about nationalism or flags. And so just to speak about the people that we have spoken to, right? So the Rohingya people from Burma or Myanmar, very interesting. Interesting. What happened was there's a lot of violence there. Some people say there was organized rape campaigns and so on. Again, this often is because a country is organized with multiple groups in it. And so in this case, for example, it would be Buddhists and Muslims. But in other cases, like Tamil, it's crazy. Like you look at that part of the world, you look at Sri Lanka, for example, and there's a Tamil groups, and one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter, as they say. So the Tamil group, Tamil Tigers. What's interesting is they did Tamil Tigers. It's the group that did the most terror acts in ever. I don't know exactly what, and of course you've got the Kurds with their PKK. You've got the Basque people in France. You've got Catalonia in Spain, and now of course we have situations. You have Houthi rebels in Yemen. All these things are happening. If you look at every one of these things, like let's say you look at Catalonia, just to give you some more tame examples, you have Catalonia had a referendum. Catalonia has been trying to secede from Spain for a very long time. They've got Barcelona, they've got Ibiza, I think, and so they think, okay, we're different. We want to have our own country. And so if you look at, they had a referendum back in 2017, Catalan independence referendum. And so what happened was the authorities didn't like this very much. Obviously, they try to prevent people from voting, but at least we heard what the people had to say. And the result is Spain simply arrested all the leaders of the movement. Now, I just want to say, a lot of times that is better than a years-long sectarian war or some sort of weird thing, a very destructive thing. Here's another example: Kurdistan, Kurdish Iraq referendum. So the Kurds in Iraq, same year, had an independence referendum, and Turkey didn't like that. Neighboring states didn't like that. So what I find is very interesting is that the international community, right? It's the United Nations, right? For example, representing the international community, is made up of existing nations, right? They're made up of countries. And so these countries have a vested interest to never allow secession and never allow these things. And so,
never is too strong, right? If you look at the graph of the number of countries, it is like steadily increasing. So they are the gatekeepers for sure. And they put up like high standards. And I, personally would want to see like a lot more secession and a lot more nations. But like the number of countries is increasing steadily. It's like a really significant trend, like since World War II. So, they are gatekeepers, but we're still getting like steady kind of like secession.